Hello, all of you delightful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and currently as Asher the Labramon. And this is 2 Point Museum, which we're going to do for a couple of hours before we switch over to doing some Scar Dev. So, let's go ahead and get in here and see where things go. I'm going to jump over to this museum. We're going back to the fishy place. Hello, Merle.
With the same number of bones they arrived with.
Hi, Merle.
Hi, Merle.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome to the latest episode of the finest show on radio. I hope you have your superlatives at the ready, because today's audio bounty is bound to be boundless. More life-changing radio after this.
So, Merle, what are your thoughts on King and Queen sharing a bed?
More power to them, yes.
That is a very democratic way to put it.
The expedition team are back on dry land.
Hey, pristine quality clownfish. Send to inventory.
Clownfish? Like the Piedmon?
No, no, no.
Vandals caught vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously.
Let's go and start one of these. And we're gonna change it to this nice golden view.
But yeah, David is very much a believer in rehabilitation. And if him and Queen can actually make it work, it might help, you know?
Is there anything to make it work with, though?
Yeah,
Stranger things have happened.
Guests hiding in exhibits will be asked to reveal themselves.
Like what?
I don't know, life is full of random events.
life finds a way. We'll discover more about the, we'll discover more about, King and Queen on Monday, I'm sure.
Yeah, because it'll either end well or it'll explode in their faces, and probably ours too.
Either way, it will be hilarious.
Oh yes, I'm very much looking forward to it. If I have the time, I'll get some special fan art prepared.
This area. It's a bit tense, isn't it?
But
Yes.
either way,
What's that barking noise you were making?
You don't me to make fan art?
You don't want fan art?
No, I think I don't want. I just.
Why don't you want fan art? Raijin does an amazing job. I love Raijin's fan art.
Yes.
too.
That's not what you were just saying.
Yeah, it sounds like you don't want him to do the fan art.
No, I didn't say that.
Raijin, it's
Jeez,
okay. I love you, even if he doesn't.
Ah!
You know these earbud mics aren't like super amazing, so those screams are probably really choppy.
Sorry.
Actually, it was coming through pretty clear.
Okay, good. Did you hear him panicking because he almost ran a red light?
No. Ridden. Drive. Focus on driving.
Like I said, he has nothing in navigation.
We're currently not taking
Yeah, he lives in the most sprawling metro in Texas.
donation stands. Are
Yep.
See, I did hear that your character sheet mysteriously had 3 points in athletics added to it after Hyro struggled to climb a wall. Would you like to explain that one?
No.
Okay.
I just saw some points that I see have left over and decided, I'll probably need this.
We're going to have a very long, intense session, Ren. You will be sore afterwards.
You can join David in the infirmary.
It's fine, Ren. It's fine. And yes, Ducks, we are hoping to run Agents of Reflection on Monday.
get on with their lives.
Since Thursdays, with the 5 Thursday month, things kind of got screwy with scheduling. So now we are going to be having a, instead it will be Saturdays and Mondays.
Because otherwise it was going to be 2 weeks before we got back on track. And I think
Well,
Key
what
would have...
happened with that anyway?
With what?
Misplaced a priceless ceramic apple
Like,
in their collection.
Who was it that's unavailable every other...
Butler
Oh,
Ada
I'm probably not going to
Baking
get good
Spring,
reception in this
and now
garage. Hold on.
believes the one-of-a-kind artifact is in one of many crumbles. We'll wait to see if we've lost.
We'll be
We'll be
on a computer shortly, so I will return then.
Okay.
Say goodbye, Ren.
Bye.
Expedition team returning from 2 points.
Why was that so sad sounding?
I think tea so much.
Also, hey Raharu.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Raharu.
Hello.
Okay, we'll be back.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay.
I'd rather have it go longer and avoid an MIA event.
Sounds good. I guess.
Worry about museum surveillance. There's a camera in here, and you don't hear.
I have no idea, Candy, but he better. And hey there, Key.
Hi, Key.
Hello, hello, Key.
Also, was this about Rain waking up? What was he cursed to fall asleep or something?
Oh no, he's just been constantly asleep, basically at all times for a while now.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I gotta get caught up on WoW traditions. I am woefully behind.
Same.
Which one, Key? Considering there are 3 of them here.
Range of food and drink, reasonably affordable prices.
Yes.
I mean, considering the rest of the line turns into doggos, I would say Gabumon counts as a puppy.
Yeah.
Sadly, no, Gib Gab. Tal's computer is having issues.
Oh no. God damn it.
Apparently, one of his RAM sticks is messed up. Or it's something
What?
to do
What?
with RAM.
For Haru.
Hmm?
I
Yeah?
can't believe I'm saying this, but swear jar.
Oh.
You of all
Wait.
people.
Is this a sign of the end times? That Raharu said a wordy nerd in the first 15 minutes?
But I guess the D word is the only curse I say. It's one of the mildest ones.
It is.
Okay, let me fix that up.
Key, I have no idea yet. I haven't been back to this particular museum in a while.
The gift shop is fantastic value. Isn't that strange?
You know, some botany, experts would be nice. I could use a couple of those. I'll probably bring some in.
This is the dankest dungeon.
Thank you for the tip, Raru.
Tipped $5.
You're welcome.
I'm just surprised.
I mean, I was caught off guard by the fact that Child is indisposed, so that's why he didn't respond to me this morning. He was probably dealing with that.
Probably.
Announcement: crates should be opened, not left waiting.
Gosh, this museum is so old. I still have, the small donation stands out.
It's not old, it's vintage.
Ah, yes, yes.
Gimen, are you trying to invoke a curse upon Kotra by summoning a raincoat? I thought we were friends.
There's a crate on the helipad. Oh, and the expedition team have returned safely.
Ooh, pristine quality
do,
conch
Key?
horn.
Is the almighty conch shell.
Hello, Keyman. Hello, Mala. Oh.
Also,
Yeah, that's fitting. Asher will probably be, doing that to somebody at some point, and, you know. Man, Key, I could not wait for you to get to the, latest episode of DAH.
the latest episode of DH was very enjoyable. We were dealing with a bunch of silly little Gaomon.
Ooh.
Tired of being tired?
I'll
That
have
old
to
mattress
catch that
bringing you
episode
down.
when it drops on the YouTubes.
So lumpy.
Then
I
you
think
need
I think you'll
Levy.
enjoy it.
Our patented 12-jet system keeps you
I
suspended in
I gotta
cold,
say that I
dry, safe
that
without the
I
need
very
for
much
a
enjoy
physical
myself a lot in
mattress.
that episode
It's like
personally.
sleeping on a cloud.
Levy bed from Bungle Technologies. Sleep evolved. May cause hypothermia, hearing impairment, and spinal calamity.
A celebrity is visiting the museum. I'm not nervous. You're nervous.
Oh yeah, Lancelot is actually your character.
Yeah, the quote bot is also like a little time capsule full of things that you don't remember saying, and then you forget the context of.
Yes.
Attention. Donation stands are full of money and unable to hold more.
I do remember the context for that one. It's because you are always the first one to say anything, Demon, because you constantly stay in the chat, like you never log out. So you live here, and you get.
so,
He's lived here so long, he gets his mail forwarded here.
that's how Gideon keeps getting those high, whatchamacallit, the count for going into the stream in a row. He's cheating.
What do you mean?
Just
he's-
never leaves.
Well, yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not cheating. He just found a creative way to win that is not against the rules.
I mean, everybody else can take advantage of that too.
Museum experience.
I suppose so.
Yeah, just live in the stream, everybody.
The expedition team are departing now. I'm always so glad that I don't have to go.
Gigab asked if we can join, boys.
Go for it, Gib Gab.
Hello?
Hey, Ren.
Oh, hey, Ren.
Hey.
Yeah, today is Digimon Day on the stream. Everyone's a Digimon.
He's acting like he's all tired.
You are very quiet, Raijin.
Are not boring, just dusty.
Rajin?
Raijin's over at Ren's. Ow!
Thieves were caught
Screaming
before
death
they
cheered
could
with
escape
500
with an
eggy
exhibit.
bitties.
That was a
Razin
close
Court.
one.
Thank you for the biddies screaming. Ow.
Hey, it's the love anvil.
Is this gonna be any better?
A bit.
Ah, hey, Rajin. I didn't know that you hijacked Hyra's body.
Just wait until you find out what I'm gonna do with it.
The expedition team
Oh dear.
returned with something
Oh my
special.
God,
It's about
Hey
time.
Ren,
I've got a gift for you.
He said go for it, Gabby.
Yeah, Giga, he said yes.
Yeah, go for it.
Are you alright, Ren? What's going on over there?
So, Ryan gave me a plushie. That's a duck, but it's wearing a shark costume.
That's
It's
excellent.
perfect for you.
Can you send a picture of that? I want to see.
All right, pose with it.
No! No, 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 no.
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 Unopened crates are bad luck.
So I'm
Did
not
you know
getting
that?
your entire computer in it too.
Got it? Alright, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, Gabby.
Hi, Gabby.
Hello
Hi, Gabby.
there, Gib Gab.
I love it when I join the 2-Point Museum stream and it just keeps asking, do you want to participate in the thing? Yes, 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 and it doesn't work, and then then it works, and I'm like, but why?
Yeah, I had the same problem. I had the same problem earlier, actually.
Pickleworth on 2-Point Radio. And now,
Yeah,
some
it's a
Nigel
little
reviews.
finicky.
Today I'll be discussing Whole Lotta Sticks, the new all-in-one fragrance and
How you doing?
lifestyle companion from Holistic.
I'm doing good. I'm
Design.
eating churros.
Organic ingredients claim to complement your natural cadence.
I
Whatever
am
that
good.
means. Right, here goes. How do
I know, right, Key? We totally could have run the session. Totally.
Music.
And then it would have been
please.
perfect, because we would have had Ren not roll terrible. It's Ryzen's there.
I think Ren is too tired to even process that.
Does Ren low roll over in the Digimon game as well?
Yes.
Oof.
But I understand why. It's because the Dice Gods are angry at him for not having a valid
Those
character.
waiting to buy
That's
a
the problem.
ticket are asked to
Yeah,
be with us
So open up
indefinitely.
Rain's sheet and let's take a look at it.
Right now?
Well, yes.
Right
We need to
now.
make sure it's
I
happening
I
before we-
I would personally
do?
prefer you to be a proper character before session tonight, Ren.
Do it, meow.
But what if you do it during Scar Dev and you can get like live feedback on Scar totally? From the latest Scar developer.
Ren is not going to be a Scar dev.
What happened, Ryan?
Oh no, that is worrying me a lot.
That can only mean good news. Just waiting for the revelation that Rain's actually like 500 XP weaker than he should be. And he's like gonna be the most like absolutely cracked character after Raijin helps him.
Someone stuck in the museum. They may need dislodging.
But yeah, like, yeah. So basically, Ren's rolls in AOR have literally been like 10 and 1 constantly. It's just like, if he rolls 3 10s, he rolls 3 1s.
Oh, wow.
Or he rolls terrible because he doesn't have dice because he
Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
Wait, no, that was his rolls in the combat. It was just like polarized rolls. It was incredible. I've never seen Ren roll that many 10s, but also that many 1s. I can't wait for Hyrule to be a valid character. We're finally gonna have our last party members in.
I know, right?
Museum security.
Funnily enough, talking about that, I did ended up updating Kotora myself before last session. I have almost spent all the EXP available to me right now, and I have used it to get some moves that I'm not even going to use until something happens in the story.
But what if that thing never happens?
Oh, it will happen eventually, but I mean, I guess if it doesn't happen, then I guess tough luck for me. I guess I'll just refund them or something.
Hello there, Lady Kira.
Greetings.
That is adorable, Raijin.
Oh,
I have 2
What?
Davids.
what's adorable? What? I want to see.
Maybe I'll post it.
Did you post it in media sharing at all, Raijin?
Media share, media share, media share.
Do you want me to post it in media sharing, Ren?
Go right ahead.
Okay.
But yeah, I got 2 Davids. Mom made me a hot dog. And I'm happy.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
Very adorable.
I don't know how you managed to find a plushie that so perfectly personifies Ren, but you've done it.
Now I cannot help but wonder if there's a plushie out there of a whistle with a Sharpedo costume. Probably not. That's probably too specific.
Yeah. Who knows about the principle of Maxwell's demon? I've not heard of that before, Key.
I think I might have heard of that, but I am not familiar with it.
Me neither. I am an uncultured swine.
You're an uncultured dog. Oh, go ahead.
Rain is in fact a valid character.
Hooray!
Yay.
Okay, yeah, I had to read up on it because it sounded familiar. Basically, Maxwell's Demons is one of those, like, weird thought experiments that if you kind of think about it and the experiment makes sense, it breaks the law of thermodynamics, but also, like, it hasn't really been, like, done successfully, so it's one of those, like, if this were true, this would be big. So far it isn't, but we can keep trying.
I'm
Because
doing
if it's
well.
true, that means we're wrong.
I'm doing well, Kira. How are you?
Bruh. What are the chances you get that quote from Merle? What are the chances?
Oh dear.
Oh my god. Quotebot has it out for you today. What did you do, Merle?
Nothing. I just exist in Quotebot's general direction, I guess.
I think you're gonna be joining Hyro very shortly now. I mean, a wound can be localized, right, Sim? Like a wound can be specific.
Well, considering that the incident that knocked David out of the fight was him getting kicked in the nards really hard,
Yes.
that that quote does kind of fit a little bit,
Well,
as they have to come back down.
Well, no, if it's for the immediate future, then my assumption is that that just means, well, if they already have a wound, then they're more vulnerable to being lost, and then you would have to grow, you know? They'd have to grow a pair.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense, except that doesn't work like that.
And it's a Digimon
Why did
world.
why did you
Oh.
say it makes sense then?
We have a 3-star
mean-
museum. Discontent with dragging up sea creatures from the depths, I hear you're now breeding fish of your own. How curious of you. If it saves on expedition fees, I'm all for it. Torquin Voxbridge, Department of Culture. Oh, story thing?
Reports from the Marine Life Museum suggest they've made contact with the county's sea-dwelling fish people for the first time in decades. A huge step forward, not only in the debate surrounding the existence of Wetlantis, but for 2 Point's understanding of the oceans. Who better to ask about the water than the people who live there?
Alright, and here we go. So, you found the lost city of Wetlantis. Good job. It looks like the Wetlantians might have found you too. Yes, it's time you knew that I'm a Wetlantian. You probably didn't know. I disguise it very well with the coat and everything. This is your chance to reintroduce land and sea, just as I had hoped. Keep discovering more about Wetlantis. Maybe they'll drop in from the ocean. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, but the name Wetlantis amuses me.
Me too.
Welcome to 2 Point County, period.
While the olfactory experience is only
2 Point City, and it's just like the
I'm
2 Point version of City
somewhat
Skylines.
by the searing pain in my sockets.
At this point, I would happily buy just about anything they put out.
Requires assistance.
Ooh.
Assistant. Thank you.
So far, all of their games have been phenomenal.
Can't wait for them to make 2 Point Streamer and simultaneously call out and insult every streamer. But the streamer has to laugh it off because it's too painful because it's real.
Yeah, I kind of anticipate that.
Guess should stop feeling paranoid. Unless you're a thief, you can keep going. Announcement.
I'll be right back.
Guest
I
star
gotta
in
use the
museum.
bathroom.
Wait for help.
Okay.
Definitely.
Also, speaking of museums, today I had someone tell me a really fun story over the phone.
Oh,
Basically, I was doing a really long, boring thing on the computer, installing something that was taking like 20, 25 minutes. So she just like talked up because like she was very annoyed, very frustrated. But I was in my I hate everyone and anyone who calls me please perish moment. So in order to avoid that coming through, I had to hit them with the like I want you to understand. I'm sitting at my desk just being like, yeah, my coworker's talking to me a little, and I'm kind of honestly ignoring him a little bit. I'm just in that like, yeah, I don't want to talk to anyone moment. So when I answer the phone, I have to just put forth the best customer service voice I have, and you get, instead of like, "Hi, it's Gabby. Good evening, how may I help you?" You get, "Hi, good morning, how may I help you today? This is Gabby from IT."
Whoa. That is such a different voice.
Yeah. If I say it in Spanish, the difference seems more notable, which in this case it was. Can I say it in Spanish?
Go for it.
Hola, buenos días, Gabby de ti. ¿Cómo te puedo ayudar hoy? So yeah, I think that set her on a good mood because she complained a little bit. I reassured her everything would be fine. I got to help her out because it was a really simple solution. It just takes forever to update Adobe because I hate Adobe. And while I was waiting, she was telling me the story. Apparently, the reason she needed Adobe was because she was working on a project for a local art museum. They had just found like a 50-year-old lost piece of art. Not like super famous or anything, it's just it had been missing. And they just found it randomly in a drawer they were about to throw out.
Well then.
Feel the backhand of justice!
I'm back.
Welcome back. Which is topical to the game this one, so that's why I'm mentioning it. Basically what had happened was, to summarize her story, somebody had decided to work on the piece of art and write like some stuff about it, analyze it, whatever. And the person died. And it had been left in their desk. And it had no labels, it had nothing to identify it. So it was just some random piece of art in his desk. And so when they came out to clean up his office, nobody noticed. And the person who came in to replace the person just saw a cool piece of art and he put it on the wall in the office, and nobody cared. And then he left, so it just got taken down and stored somewhere and thrown in a drawer. Lo and behold, about 50 years later, they're throwing out some old stuff and they're gonna throw out the drawer, and somebody just finds a painting in a not very nice state, but it's not like unsalvageable. And then the person I'm talking to is like, yeah, and then I saw it and I recognize it's this piece that has been lost that we haven't found for like 50 years. That last we know was in the museum, so we just assumed it was stolen. And I saw it and I could not wait till I get to it. It's in very poor shape, but I cannot wait to write about it. And I'm like, huh, that's trippy.
Interesting.
I didn't get a lot of details because Adobe finished installing, and then I let her off the phone, and it was just talking a lot, so I just had to tell her, no, it's fine, no worry. Yeah, so feel free to call back if you have any more issues. Bloop, because I had to answer another call. But it was one of those like, huh. I don't know what to do with this information. I know it, I guess. I don't even know what to do. She just talked about it vaguely because she mentioned the artist's name, and I completely forgot about it.
Fair.
Hi, Mario.
It's a Maddie.
Oh, Mario. Azure.
Ew.
We are not running an impromptu agent session tonight.
No. But I can
Hey,
hold.
Gabby.
I can hold.
Oh no, I came to be among friends because I just had like actual tantrum in my 20s.
You came to be among us.
Oh no.
Imagine
Are you alright, Mario?
Yeah, no, everything's fine. I was just like really upset for some reason, and
from
I
every
just
corner of the world.
let go of it, and now I'm kind of cooling down, and I just want to be among good vibes.
You are always welcome here.
Keep imagining.
Oh. Like I don't even know what spurred it. Just one of those days, I guess.
Museum for big spenders.
That's the Mario.
Nah, thank you, Rara.
Announcement.
Oh, I know what to do. I know what'll help.
Is filthy. Thank you.
Hi, my dear. This is Gabby. How may I help you today? Can I interest you in anything? Is there anything that will improve your mood?
Hey, Gabby. So, I've run into this problem with my journal. You see, I started writing the journal entry for today, and it looks like the pen I was using is out of ink, and I don't think I have another blue pen in the house.
Oh, that's perfect. I actually have a fountain pen, and I can lend it to you. It writes in blue ink.
Oh my god, that would be so cool.
Yeah, I bought a little like limey $15 fountain pen because I really wanted to write with it, and it's super comfortable to write with, and I like it, so I use it half of the time. But it writes some blue ink.
I've actually never seen a fountain pen in real life.
I mean, they're kind of whatever. I actually have been more fond of these high-tech C.5 pens that I've got. They're like whatever little plastic pens, but the tip they write with is super thin and really nice. And the ink is great. I really like them. They're not like comfortable to hold because they're just like typical pen, but they're super comfortable to write with. I really love them. The fountain pens are more comfortable to write with, but you know, I mean, sometimes I just want to write something.
Yes, I'm reminded that experiencing wonder.
So yeah, if you come down Florida, I'll lend you one. You could just go to the store and get one, but...
Hi there, Shadow Wolf.
Just gotta make that treacherous trek to Florida.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, God, we started hurricane season. We start to check the National Hurricane Center constantly. 7 days. Pog. They upgraded their weather forecast a lot.
Oh, sorry. Sounds of me typing.
Hands typing.
I love how much, like, hurricane season is just wild. It's like, oh yeah, nothing's happening in the Atlantic, nothing's happening in the Central Pacific, Eastern Pacific. Yeah, 2 very heavy chances of, like, a storm or hurricane forming. And they're just gonna, like, waddle around the coast of Mexico. Just casually. Jesus.
It's like there could be nothing, and then all of a sudden you have 5 tropical waves forming.
Yeah, I probably won't bring them in, Kira, but you can always make a new one.
Why is space specialty useless? Is it better to have time, or is it better to have antimatter?
It's more that this museum doesn't have anything space-themed.
Ah.
What if you take a really weird-looking fish and you just say that it landed here from a meteorite?
Ooh, a Granny Smith apple.
Like Granny.
Guests feeling bored are reminded that they're not all that.
Jump, 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 jump.
It concerns me that he didn't react. If we hear kissing noises, we can move him down, right?
The expedition team are leaving now. Please say goodbye and good.
Yes.
Alright, welcome in, everyone. Who has the recap for today? Is it Hyro?
Oh, they're really busy.
Okay, if we actually get Azure in here, I suppose we can run an episode before Wild Traditions.
Where's Asher?
I'm not ready. I'm sorry. The meme was funny, but I legitimately am not ready.
I didn't think you would be, but...
Now see, Maddie, you should have held on to that until Azure actually joined the chat and then gotten Gabby's hopes so high to just dash them.
Oh no, I was just assuming Zim was trolling Ren.
I'm not gonna put Azure out like that.
Put Azure out? What is he on?
Yeah. I'm not gonna be like, Azure, come here. And then, oh sorry, no, I can't actually run today.
That would be so mean.
That would devastate Asher.
No, I meant just as if it happened by chance, you know.
What if Asher were just in the chat and he just happens to see most of the crew in the chat and decided to join in?
I got it, Mario. We run an impromptu session, but it's just Hyro and King, and we let Raijin play the part of King.
Yes.
Can Raijin do that voice though?
It's not about the voice. It's about the fact that he's over at Ren's place.
Oh, that's true. You're right. You're right. But then, if at some point they presumably just mute the mic and we have no idea what's going on for a while.
That's the end of the session.
They come back and Ren's all tired.
Yes, fade to black.
Attention, the expedition team have returned. Good for them.
Ren's gonna hit us with the... Sorry guys, I had a really intense Trackmania race.
Conriot? I have not seen you in the chat, but welcome in.
Guests are reminded that not everything has
Greetings.
to be party, okay?
Hello.
One moment, everybody.
I love the expression that the Asher model is left at when Sim is away.
It's just that look of you know what you did. And shame on you.
This is how Zim looks at Ren for his character. Shame on you.
Frequently asked questions. Yes, the dinosaurs are real. but they're
Yes,
not
I do key, and it still worries me.
I have been brought foods.
Ooh, nice.
The sustenance.
Oh, nice, Conry. Well, it's good to have you here. Thank ya.
Hi, Frosthusky. So yeah, I think that'll be the most important part of not running today. Key needs time to cook.
Yeah, we gotta let Key cook. I was totally ready. Yeah.
I'm like,
That's the Mario.
I'm just not sure, because I feel like you're gonna get some DMs this weekend in preparation for Monday, and it's just gonna be like, either you're gonna end up with a concerned look over your face as you quietly wonder what or who hurt Key, or you're gonna look at it and cackle maniacally and be like, oh yes, or somewhere in between.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Only time will tell.
All I know from what I've watched of that one of the games that Key runs is that Key is evil, but not like I will kill you evil. It's more just like grabs the postage stamp that says trauma, places it on an envelope labeled for your character. This will arrive in 5 months.
Guests should try and learn something before finding somewhere to sit
And
down.
also Key sings, and it's really cute.
I've been monitoring the discourse around Agents of Reflection recently, and I'm noticing I think a bit of like,
Hi, I'm Hayley Von Trapp,
and maybe this is
and
my
you're
fault,
listening to
a bit
Digging
too much
Deeper,
hype
the show
around
that delves into the world of
what it is that
archaeology,
Wyatt did
the
or didn't do
otherworldly, and
that
invisible
is affecting how
scientists.
things are moving forward.
First up, we go
Oh.
live to our very
And
own
I almost want to get
Monty
ahead of that and be
Barnett,
like,
who's aiming to become the first
give a
person
few more hints as to what's actually going on, so that people stop freaking out.
to untangle the legendary Guardian Knot.
To be fair.
I mean, fair enough.
According
Doesn't
to
sound like a bad
legend,
idea.
will grant him unlimited
To be fair, I'm pretty sure
power.
most of it is just because Azure is freaking out, and I'm sitting here like...
Just needling Azure.
Yes.
Come on, Monty. This is it. You'll show them. They won't be.
I think it's fine. And honestly, your choice. Part of me just wants to leave Azure hanging until Monday, and I hope we even get the long session of Monday where we don't get the resolution to Wyatt's brother, just so we still don't know what it is, and you continue to like torture him for like 4
And
more
just
days.
let his anxiety just build and build and build. That'd be evil.
Yeah.
Aquarium is dirty.
Ultimately, the decision is yours, Maddie.
I'll be a bit more specific because I feel like people are narrowing the scope in the wrong places. So I may have misspoken when I said it was something that Wyatt had already done. In truth, it's more akin to something Wyatt is currently doing, related to Edgar. That might see him at odds with a certain other person who also wishes to observe Edgar. That should help a little bit.
Is it someone we should have put a bullet in?
That's where you
I really should have put a bullet in Raban, yeah.
I can't really opine on whether you should put a bullet in Raban, but...
But I'm gonna assume yes.
The Gabumon just sits and nods, not knowing what's going on.
And I hope it's yes, because I need to prove that I am not that oblivious.
I see.
I can notice things.
Sammy's one of those people that you think is not paying attention, but in reality they're just sitting there soaking up everything and can hold it against you for all of your days.
No, that's me. That's what I do. I just collect everyone's information and store it into file cabinet for bookkeeping. Sammy isn't gonna do that. Sammy's just gonna store your information, and then the moment he can blab about it, he's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, did you know blank?" If he's mildly asked about it and he's not explicitly told to keep it secret, it's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, like blank."
Yes, Sammy has no guile. He could not be a spy.
Fischel is very aware. Also, I am doing well, Shadow Wolf.
Hey, Shadow Wolf.
I so badly want to talk about DAH, but I know Key hasn't watched it yet. And I want to wait for him to watch it.
I think you should be proud of this last couple of weeks, I'd say, of tabletop.
Announcement.
I feel like you've really been getting key.
And not form herds.
Key Era was not there last night.
Yeah, Era could not stay away for, by that time. He needed to head to bed because of being in the office this week.
Oh yeah, let me add my color.
Thieves have been prevented from escaping.
So Jess was just entirely asleep during that entire situation, which is infinitely funny.
Sleep is good.
Announcement. Analysis complete. Learn anything good?
Sleep is very good.
Sleep is also good for you.
Yes.
Guests are prepared for certain levels of monotony, but they're not prepared for this.
There we go. Now I'm ready for next dev session.
Why do you say that?
Joining me
I'll send
now
it to you
is
in a moment.
linguistics enthusiast Tungsten
Being a little shit.
McBlowfish, who claims he's discovered an ancient,
see.
long-lost language.
I have indeed, Haley. I found a scroll inscribed in an ancient text at my local supermarket. After years of study, I'll now read it aloud for the first time in millennia. Uftenem Vik Nak House von der Arbeit Vugis.
Feel the backhand of justice!
Sardellen ein Mittelgroß Zitron und Bonnen.
I am trying to eat right now, Shadow Wolf, and you just come in and
beans on your way home from work.
backhand me?
Demand things.
Weekly shop got to do with this incredible linguistic discovery.
Num num num
Things
num
like
num.
this that make me not want to get out of bed in the morning.
Nom 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 nom.
Too late, I already sent it.
Pat Zim. Just remember, your food can wait. But you need to eat first. So you can let Shadow Wolf wait. Oh no, Shadow Wolf is calling you food.
And he's not inaccurate on that.
Analysis complete. Our collective knowledge has increased.
Blah. I don't know what to do tonight.
Bussin'?
Bah.
Eh?
Sorry, you're too old to say memes like those.
Oh.
Pap.
Why would you say that?
I like to wage mental warfare on them.
I sees.
Psychological warfare. Very fun.
Gabby just likes to flaunt that he's a young cat.
Sometimes.
Please don't be so mean to my master.
Please join me in
No.
saying farewell to the expedition team. They may never come back.
Here and there.
What did I do?
You keep quoting the terrible things I say.
You shouldn't say them, then they wouldn't be quoted.
Well, it wouldn't be a problem if they weren't quoted. So, what's the real problem? My lack of impulse control and the terrible things I say, or Zen? Because clearly the problem here is Zen.
The jury is out on that.
More like the jury is gonna be out if they vote incorrectly on that. Legally, this is not a threat. Unlegally,
It should go without
it's this
saying,
decision
but
of your family
here
and
goes.
jury.
No climbing
Dang.
bones, fossils, or other prehistoric
Blatant jury
memorabilia.
tampering over here.
It's not jury tampering. It's jury intimidation. Jury tampering would be more like, I don't know, one of the jury members suffering a horrible accident and a fireball that suddenly detonates under their car. You know, just somebody places a convenient delayed fireball, or like, I don't know, one of them has to exit because their house burned down and they have to deal with family problems.
Oh,
That would be jury tampering.
Hey, Gav, that is way too specific. What the heck?
You're gonna put us on a watch list, and not a good
we
one.
already aren't.
Attention. Guests feeling bored are reminded that they're
What do you mean, and not a good one? What kind of watch lists are good?
The Twitch top 10 streamers watch list would
Yes.
be good.
Yes, CJ. Matteo is cute. And I don't think that GitGab said that it was a good one.
What a bad guest.
I think they said that they're already on a watch list.
No, Merle said not a good one. I said I'm probably already on the watch list.
I see.
Who hasn't looked up whether or not the methods of dissolving bodies without leaving evidence in TV shows are accurate?
Oh dear.
I have not. So.
Or the inner workings of a hydrogen bomb?
I have not. So.
I won't lie, I have looked up similar things.
Yeah.
Just out of morbid curiosity.
Is currently offline.
Merle, I don't see doing it, but you, Zen. You? At some point, it must have come up like, how much force does it take for a sword to cleave a person in half? Solely, like, a question that was asked solely in the context of a tabletop session, and preceded like 10 Google searches of incriminating variety, as you then realize, oh god, why am I typing into Google?
And then the next thing you know, the FBI is outside your apartment.
They're gonna have a hard time because I ain't opening the door to no government official unless they got a warrant.
Smart.
If they're showing up to your house over that, they probably have a warrant already. And hello there, Hex.
Hey, Hex.
Nah. ICE likes to show up to houses without warrant and just ask people if they can come in. Then they grab them and imprison them. They're like vampires.
I mean, that's not. I mean, that's not just ICE. Any law enforcement organization does that.
Yeah. They're just being really egregious about it right now.
Really thick
Yeah,
jungle.
we just need to ask you some questions as they sit down with like
A
8 people
mountain
parked
with
to the
no
side of the
head.
road that are not showing. So it only looks like
And
3 of them.
endless sand from the beach to the shoes
Just
you
waiting
only
for you to
wore
open that door.
once.
Yeah,
Oh, it's all good again.
while I'm not personally anti-law enforcement,
Visit
it's
Pebble
never a good idea
Island.
to just let law enforcement
Paradise is only a
just go
stone's
into your
throw
house
away.
unless they have a warrant. That's
You
just
have
inviting
rights.
problems.
Yeah, you have rights. Use them.
Announcement.
And Hexlash, we're just looking. We're talking about those searches that you make that totally look like you're trying to commit a crime or hide a crime, but it really just comes from like either some random thing you Googled because you were impulsively curious, or because you're having an argument in a tabletop session over the possibility of something or another, and then you're arguing about whether that's how nuclear bombs work or don't, and then you're Googling like, hey, so like how does a nuclear bomb work? And then you're talking about the theoretical amount of destruction that a bomb needs to cause damage to X amount of city blocks, and how a building would or would not survive a bomb. And then you're looking what is the optimal height for a bomb to detonate to cause maximum damage to a building. And before you know it, the FBI is looking at you like, oh god.
I'm looking at you like, oh god, right now. Where the That was a string of stuff that you just said right now.
Basically, we were arguing like, how far away does a building need to be for it to not be knocked down by a nuclear bomb? Obviously, it'd depend on the bomb and the range and the building and stuff, which is why that got into really specific Googling searches.
Guests are prepared for certain levels
Gabby,
of monotony.
you worry me sometimes.
You know, maybe you shouldn't let the intrusive touch win. Maybe think about that for a moment. Maybe this is stuff that you don't need to know.
Okay, but I already filter myself so much on stream.
Oh god.
This is you filtered?
Yeah.
Expedition team returning from 2.C.
Ask Raijin what I like just randomly pipe up with off stream.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, I'm trying not to get Zim banned.
Are you actually? I mean, I think the things that you were saying are teetering on the edge.
Nah. There's a difference between teetering on the edge of having Zim like knocked on the door by law enforcement and then like, that's sussy.
I see.
Why am I looking up how to dissolve a body? Because Breaking Bad did it, and I was very curious if they did it accurately. The long story short is, not really. There are way more efficient ways to do it.
I figure.
It's kind of true, but not really.
Fair.
Guests are reminded not to make this about...
Exactly, CJ. If you have not looked up nukes for a tabletop session, you just haven't played enough.
I'm just gonna pick up the Kodara, set him in my lap, and pet him softly, and, you know, just pretend this isn't happening.
Okay, I haven't done medieval torture methods, but we have done a lot of what kind of wounds would cause death and what wouldn't, in the context of like, how do you describe an accurate sword fight? And also why the whole thing about triangular bayonet wounds being impossible to stitch is dumb, because it's not like there's some special super lethal weapon that we invented 300 years ago and refused to use because it's too barbaric. No, it's just that if you make a wound big enough, you don't really stitch it good. But there are actually ways to do good stitching as long as you actually treat the wound. And
Alright,
also
so-
part of the...
So I'm gonna go. I kind of came for vibes that aren't what I'm getting right now. I'll see you guys around.
Okay, later, Mario.
Sorry. I'm just gonna drop a hug emote. Actually, an important slight change of topic on that. What is it with Magic recently? Why is everyone playing Magic recently? What do they do?
Magic the Gathering? Or are you talking about something else?
Yeah, Magic the Gathering.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't know there was a resurgence. So all I know is that they released a Final Fantasy set recently.
No one takes our stuff.
Maybe that's what it is.
I thought my cousin got into it and he ordered some cards. And that was like weird.
Is your cousin a fan of Final Fantasy?
No.
The expedition is leaving now. Final call for wherever it is you're going.
Hey Maddie, just go try and relax. Hope you feel better.
Yeah, just rest, Maddie. And hey, Brian.
All I'm saying is peak optimalness is if you sleep now and take some naps, you can catch wild traditionalists later. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Museum security are operating in this area. It's a bit tense, isn't it?
Yeah, TLDR. TTRPG searches can get weird.
Yes, they can.
I haven't heard anything from Ren or Raijin in a while.
They're probably busy.
Doing what? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I don't think there's a wink, wink, nudge, nudge on this. I think we all have pretty good ideas.
Yes.
I have no idea.
You sweet, innocent cinnamon roll.
You sweet summer child.
When you call me
Now
oblivious.
for another educational slice of trivia. Did you know that today marks the 3rd anniversary of the disappearance of renowned scientist Dr. Miriam Saltbeam, who was last seen boarding a plane clutching a suitcase full of research funding? Local search and rescue teams speculate that she may have used the money to construct an invisibility ray, which would explain her disappearance. Wish I could make this part of the show disappear. Here's another tune to hopefully completely take your mind off what you just heard.
The expedition team are back. I have a good feeling about this one.
You know what I wonder?
Oh no, please don't Google search.
If you do more keep talking and nobody explodes, I wonder if Raijin can tell us what kind of expression Ren makes.
Thieves were caught before they could escape with an exhibit. That was
Kind of expression Rem makes in what sense?
He played keep talking and nobody explodes, and landmines handle pressure better than Ren.
Ah.
Not an inaccurate way to put it.
That is actually a pretty fire quote. No, that's actually a pretty fire quote. Not gonna lie. Oh hey, Era.
That bridge show. Hi, Era.
Also, hey, Era.
Era, it's Gabby.
And
with
he doesn't
one
say hi to
B.
me.
1B.
I did that once too.
I know.
But I was sleep deprived.
Well, if sleep deprivation is an excuse, half of this community is gonna misspell my name half the time.
Hi. That's what they do.
I don't understand why. It has a 1B.
Guess
Honestly, I'd rather be called gay baby than I would Gabby with 2 B's.
What's wrong with the two B's?
What does that second B cramp your style?
I don't like it. It's cringe. It's not like insulting or anything. Don't worry. It's okay. It's just like it has 2 B's.
It's cringe.
Why? Sorry, I was 1 B. Why? I'm gonna grab that like old talkie I have of the Griffin PFP, and I'm gonna edit it so it just says Gabby.
Someone should probably have them.
Actually, I haven't used this one in a while. I can switch to this one.
Ha.
Sorry,
So how do you feel about Gabby with 3 Bs?
That doesn't bother me. That feels too purposeful.
Ah, I see.
At that point, you might as well just call me Gababy.
Whistle game, Gab. That's actually cute.
I haven't used it in a while.
So, Raijin, what happened to Ren? Why are you and Ren not on mic?
Okay, Era. But the name is in Spanish. That's the thing.
So that's why it gets you upset. I get it.
Yeah, because they're like
Makes
Americanizing my
sense.
name, and I will not ever be an American.
So then it's Gabi?
Gabimon.
Funnily
Alright,
enough,
Gabi.
Well, no, and if it's in Spanish, you just pronounce it Gabi.
yeah. Funnily enough, I kind of have the same issue with my real name because it starts with an H. So you know the problem I have with that.
I mean, Raijin, I don't think you have to fiddle with Ren's XLR to turn the mic back on, if you know what I mean. It's terrible.
Gabby is in rare form tonight.
What do you mean? This isn't rare.
But you're being extra, Gabby,
Am I?
for being on stream.
Am I?
I mean, I honestly I haven't been on stream with you long enough to tell.
You're especially Gabby tonight, yes.
Bruh.
Guests are asked not to steal the exhibits.
To be fair, it might partly just be that like I was bored out of my mind at work for the last like 4 hours.
Yeah, that would do it.
Poor Ren.
So, you're the one that's up super late, and yet Ren decided to go to bed?
Go to bed, Joker.
Ah, I see. I did not read your message before that. But still.
Well, Zordin, how hard can it be to turn the mic on, SMH? Bonus points if you slightly move everything in the setup so it, like, he has to readjust everything when he gets back.
Move everything 1 inch in a random direction, Raijin.
Yes. Including the keyboard and mouse mouse pad. Oh, and unalign the monitors if they're aligned. Just barely
Evil.
unalign them.
So evil.
Evil, evil is his one and only name. Are you okay, Hera?
This is like the comment about the ghost
Welcome
wiping.
back.
It just,
Before we
it
go,
just
we've just
upsets
got time to
everyone.
return to
Well,
Monty
this is
Barnett's
Gabby
attempt to
putting
untangle
the
legendary
Agents of
Guardian
Reflection
knot
crew
live on
through
air.
more
A feat
suffering
which, according to legend, will imbue him with
as
unlimited
he
power.
triggers everyone
Monty,
in chat to turn against him, thereby turning against us by proxy.
Oh no. Was that the
Okay,
plan all along?
Era. What's
Monty,
worse?
can you hear me?
Unaligning the monitors ever so slightly, or changing your mouse sensitivity just a little bit such that you'll notice and it'll probably bother you, but you won't immediately notice what the problem is because it's too slight.
Better luck next time.
Why are you so
Monty.
specific, Gigab?
Proof, if ever it were needed, that you
Because
should
I've been
never
thinking
send
of
a
ways
man
to
who
prank one of
wears
my
slip-on
coworkers.
shoes to untangle a knot.
I see.
Mercifully, that's all we have time for. I've been Haley Von Traub, and you've been listening to Digging Deeper.
You've caused
that's
Key
fair.
to tilt.
I'm just saying, hypothetically, what if it didn't, you know? Look, my particular taste for chaos is the really petty things that are kind of irrelevant, but they're just so satisfying to like prank people with.
See.
Yeah, because they are incredibly annoying.
Like setting someone's I've been thinking about this one. This one is probably gonna be really funny. One of them said that they would prank me and get me really good one day, and I'm planning to get them someday as a return. And what I'm planning to do is when they leave work, I'm gonna see if I can like, or when they like leave their computer open for lunch and they just like leave for lunch and leave it unlocked. If they ever do that, I'm gonna hop in. I'm gonna change the delay between when you can press a key and press the next one to be like multiple seconds. So typing a password takes forever. And I'm gonna set the mouse to be like the slowest possible sensitivity. And if I can hop into Registry Editor, I'm gonna make it as slow as possible.
The heck is wrong with you?
Goodness.
I want to hear them type a letter, then wait like 2 seconds and then type another letter. And I want to hear them like scrolling with the mouse as hard as they can, and the mouse just moves like an inch.
What did this coworker do to you?
Nothing. They just said they're gonna prank me, so I'm like preemptively thinking of ideas.
I see.
What,
Is this like a war between you two?
No, they haven't done anything to me yet.
It will be.
Era, the only thing I can think is worse is changing your monitor's picture settings.
So, you see, Raharu.
Yes?
Oh my god. I have done that to somebody before, Era. I have done that to someone. It was great.
The only problem is they're all IT people, so they'll probably think it's a problem with Windows and still pull up the start menu. One way or another.
And I forgot what I was going to say to Raharu. Oh, right. So, you see, Gibcab's co-worker declared war. That is what has happened. So Gibcab is preparing his weapons for that war now. He's
And
not
Gabby
going to
wants to
be...
make-
He's not going to make the first strike. At least I hope not. But he will sure as hell win that war.
Seize.
That's evil there. And it depends. So the problem is, I have less leeway in this job than I did in my old one. The people who are likely to prank me are probably gonna be the techs that can just like go and change a setup. And in the past, I know they have speedrun setting up someone's like desk, like work desk, to the point where they pranked one of my one of the coworkers on my team. They pranked them by when they went to lunch. They knew they usually took like 20 minutes to come back to the office. Like we have an hour-long lunch, and that person leaves for like 20 minutes and then comes back. It's pretty normal. So they waited for them to leave. They went in. They like disassembled everything, They just unplugged everything, left everything unplugged, and just left it there. And then they left. And 20 minutes later, he comes back and everything is just laying there. And he's like, what? What? And then when he went to request the text to help him out to set everything back up, because obviously he needs help to do it before lunch ends. And they had coincidentally all taken their hour-long lunch break at that moment.
Oh no.
So he had to do the whole thing by himself.
Fried
Oh,
cheese
no.
curds are so good.
Mmm.
I want to try. Good.
You what?
I want to try one that looks good.
Oh, they are so good.
So good.
You have a problem, Sim.
I do?
Yeah. Oregon 1 cheese.
Huh?
Judges have officially declared the Tillamook County Creamery Association is the maker of the best cheddar in the world in 2024 for its 2014 extra sharp white cheddar. So no matter what you can tell Oregon, no matter how much you want to insult Oregon, they made the best cheddar in 2024.
Okay, so, but why do I have a problem, and why do I want to, insult Oregon? Also, Hex, I sent you an invite. Get in here. Come on. Here, boy. Here, boy.
From every corner of the world. Oh.
Good boy.
Way for safekeeping.
I didn't expect that to work so easily.
Imagine it.
Feel the backhand of justice!
Museum. The museum for big spenders.
He did catch me off guard there.
No one likes an idiot.
Come get on voice, Gib Gab.
What?
Or not Gib Gab.
Sorry.
Come get on voice, Hex Slash.
Holy fucking shit, you didn't have to insult Hex Slash like that.
Also, I see a name.
Sorry, Era. I gave you an in voice. I think it got swallowed up by everyone else.
It's easy to make you though. All you need is to grab them cheeks and ruffle them and say you're adorable, and wonderful, and you're so soft and cute and you're perfect for cuddles.
Why?
Because you're amazing, and I want to hug you and squish you, and I would lay in bed and use you as a pillow.
By the way,
Perfect way to watch more traditions.
By the way, Merle, your Blizzle icon is adorable.
Thank you.
Merle is adorable.
Guests feeling uninformed.
Tiki, the best thing about Merle is that, like, Merle is just the sweetest being, so I'm 99% sure Merle will help accommodate the best way to cuddle for you.
Aw.
He's just happy to receive affection and care and be seen as a wonderful friend. And you know, you gotta respect that. There's a certain level of wholesomeness with Merle where you just want to hug him and watch a TV show with him. He loves sci-fi, so if you just boot up a really good sci-fi show, I guarantee you, best night of his life.
Good to know.
And then you can use him as a plushie the whole night.
Good to know.
Oh dear.
There you go, Merle. I've spilled all your dirtiest secrets about how to get a date night with you. The only thing that's missing is what kind of food to get you on a date night with.
You'll have to figure that one out.
What if the meal is you?
I don't know how I feel about having myself for dinner.
Thousands of years old and covered in
Cannibalism.
Wait, what?
No.
Having yourself for dinner? Where did that come from?
From being a grandma.
Ah.
Yeah, I was gonna say auto cannibalism.
This chat is all over the place today.
There's just something in the air.
Is it love? No, it's chaos.
No.
Who am I kidding?
There's more chaos in the air than there is love.
Chaos.
Ha 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 ha.
museum security are watching for your safety. Do you feel safe?
So see, Gabby can't even spell their own name right.
Look, it's been a long day of typing. You gotta cut me some slack.
And it's been a long day of typing for them too, Gobby.
We never agreed on Gobby. Also, in Spanish, you pronounce the A as an A. You don't pronounce it as an O. That's an American thing where you sound like you're eating a sock all the time. Well, it's more of an English thing than anything.
Gabby.
Yeah, in Spanish.
Whatever you
it's
say, Gobby.
You're pronouncing. The problem is you're pronouncing the Spanish like an American pronouncing Spanish. You're not pronouncing the Spanish like proper Spanish.
But he is an American
Hi.
pronouncing Spanish.
It's an accent, Gabby.
Exactly, which is a problem because Americans.
No,
don't
it's not.
speak English. Yes, look. Every American professor is the same thing. They all come to Venezuela at some point, and then they learn some Spanish, and they're like, I'm the hottest cheese on the block. I am the best empanada. And they're gonna be like, hola, mi nombre es el profesor. Y yo les voy a enseñar a hablar español. And you sit there like, damn, you learn Spanish in 10 minutes.
The worst
Gabby,
part
you
is
amuse
that
me.
I had no idea what he was saying, but I'm pretty sure it was incorrect.
Oh, he was saying Spanish incorrectly.
What?
I'm just imitating the way some of my professors used to speak Spanish, where you're like they have the really heavy accent.
Oh, where they do like a stereotypical accent.
And see, here's the thing. Normally, I don't mind it. I just look at Americans and I go, Americans. But when it comes to the name,
Lol.
I don't tolerate the name. Because if there's one word I want you to get right, it's the name. So, when
Oh,
the Americans
Lord!
Did you pick your mic, Master?
No. That was it.
You ate it.
Oh, fair.
So basically, just that. Like, speaking another language is cool, accent or not, but like, damn, get my name correct. Also, I'm gonna start accenting all of your names. I'm gonna be like, Drum Dragon.
Omelette de fromage.
Drunk Dragon.
Ah, behold, everybody. We require a janitor.
A janitor.
But then who janitors the janitor?
I don't know.
The janitor's janitor.
This is becoming complicated. Can we get the little Wally robot?
Possibly. But at the same time, the janitor needs to get to janitoring.
I prefer the title custodial engineer.
Inside the museum. What's wrong with you?
Whatever you say, janitor. Now go clean up the vomit.
We are water types.
We are.
Isn't it kind of funny that the only Buizel here isn't a Buizel, and all of us who are normally not Buizels are Buizels?
Yes.
Yes, that is funny. Hey, boss, you should come. You should change back to normal, boss.
No. This is perfect because we can use Ren as a mop. All the fluff will absorb it.
Well, correction. You'll be using Hyro as a mop.
Yeah. We use Hyro as a mop.
Oh god, why did that give me a mental image of just 3 Buizels just approaching Hyro and just using him as a mop legitimately? What are you doing to me, Gabby?
It spreads. It spreads. One of us.
We do not offer a student.
You're right, Era. Remember, Renamon cannot be cute.
And it is very specific. It's not just Renamon isn't cute, because that would imply only a singular Renamon can be cute, when we all know you're correct. All of the Renamon aren't cute. Not a single one.
It is a defining trait of all Renamon.
Ren is never gonna leave that one down, is he?
Never.
There's a lot of stuff Ren is never gonna live down at this rate.
It's immortalized in a quote. So no, he will never live it down.
Ren is pretty good at doing that to himself, honestly.
I would say there's a lot of stuff that Gib-Gab wouldn't live down to.
He's got a lot of quotes too.
The problem is, there is such an overwhelming amount of things for him to never live down that we then kind of forget about half of them.
Yes,
More than half of them.
By default, Gabby will live most of them down as he does more things to not live down.
The more I fuck up, the less you can remember every fuck up I've ever fucked up. Wait, fuck, I fucked that up.
Unless someone's compiled a database.
I mean, technically that's what the quote bot is, right?
Technically.
Yes.
But I don't think the quote has gotten everything.
Zim, is there a way we can export every file in the quote, like every quote on the quote bot, into like a text file?
Is that actually possible, I wonder?
Right now I'm doing a quote. Sorry. I think this is close to what he said. Correct me if not.
You're reminded that the prehistoric period was absolutely ages ago.
As for exporting it, I don't think so.
I think that was pretty close to it. Yes.
Something like that. I already forgot what I said. I can't remember what I said 5 seconds after I said it because I have the memory of a goldfish. But that's actually insulting goldfish because goldfish have good memory, so I should really say that I have the memory of, Sorry, I forgot what I was talking about.
What is an actual animal with bad memory? Because usually the ones that you think don't have good memories actually have good ones.
That's a great question. I hope those are not birds.
There is a reason that there's the saying bird brain.
Don't worry about museum surveillance. There's a camera in here.
Oh, there are some smart birds. Like corvids. Corvids are pretty smart.
And there's a lot that aren't. Like ones that fly into windows.
Talking about that, there was when I was taking a drive to my doctor's appointment today, a pigeon actually smacked into the front window. Oof. I don't think he made it out.
Wait, sorry, what?
A pigeon.
Pigeon.
I was gonna say that apparently pigeons and turkeys have bad memory.
Ah. Makes sense.
Pigeons just go where the people are because they can get food.
Yeah, they wanna go where the people are.
pigeon. Not because I have bad memory. Just pigeons are cute.
Gabby is a pigeon.
I'm not a pigeon. I haven't decided what kind of bird I am.
Gabjin confirmed.
Aren't you a griffin?
I could be a macaw.
Hello, Gamadex.
That's a warning. Announcement. Our educational merits are
Especially the
being
very colorful macaws. They're so pretty. And to be fair, the griffin was originally inspired more by cockatoos and then became its own thing. No, Era, if I have to make a Pokemon bird, it's gonna be a... What's the name?
Alright, Gibjin.
When it comes to birds, I think my favorites are the corvids, the ravens, and the crows. And not just because of Taldarius, I liked him before I even met him.
Pidove, there we go. Sorry, I had to recite them in memory. I'd be a Pidove. Gotta be a pigeon. Peak pigeon. Well, they're cute.
Vandals. Caught vandalizing. We
So what's on that cow from Monster Hunter?
obviously.
Great macaw.
I'm looking it up. Yo, these are sick. I would be one. That's a good pick. I like that key.
Gababy said pie dove.
I mean, you joke about the name, but feel free to look at what I renamed myself on Discord off an Aaron Common Viv made.
Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. 2 Point Radio, the only station you're listening to right now.
I'm way ahead of you on that one.
Unless you're surrounded by radios.
You're
and if
playing
you
checkers.
are,
I'm
then I
playing
recommend
StarCraft
sending
3.
them all to 2 Point Radio. Enjoy this next song.
Oh, I don't know if
from
I should take it
all
as like I'm playing
angles.
the future or I'm not playing anything because I don't think it'll ever be made at this rate. Sadly.
It's never gonna be made.
It exists in the same limbo that Half-Life 3 exists in.
Yeah.
Well, but Pidgey's also small.
No. We will have StarCraft 3 at some point. It'll be a mobile exclusive, and it's like, what? Do you guys not have phones?
Hey, I know.
If only you weren't wrong, Master. If only. Also, hey, Ido.
Hi.
Actually, legit question. Did the whole Microsoft buying them actually go through?
Pretty sure, yeah.
In that case, maybe we will get it.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Probably. The problem is that it'll really depend on how, when, where, and why the AI bubble bursts. Because right now, Microsoft kind of stopped giving any shit about gaming. Because it turns out you can just make another scam AI project, make $1 billion, and then not care about anything. So they've like kind of dialed down a bit of the gaming stuff.
Announcement.
At least like as a point of investment, which was a huge thing for them because they were like, all right, look, we're gonna unify everything. We're gonna have Microsoft, Xbox, gaming all thrown together, 3 really profitable things winning. And I don't know, I guess they just care about AI now. And so it's like, I feel like they've dialed down a little bit of their efforts. But also, if we get a StarCraft 3, it's still going to be some time, solely because I'm pretty sure at this point they have to put together a whole new studio and team for StarCraft. Because, like, I don't think there's anyone in Blizzard left who still works in StarCraft with the amount of RTS games that are like, we used to work in StarCraft, and now we're going to make a new RTS game. Because I swear there's been like 100 of them.
You're not wrong.
The only person who probably still works in StarCraft is the intern who has the keys to the server room and keeps losing them.
What?
Have you not heard that joke about StarCraft? That like the reason they stopped updating StarCraft is because they gave the intern the keys to the server room and he lost them, or because he lost the keys to the server room. Some variation of the joke.
I had not heard that, but that is funny.
Yeah, and if the servers go down, it's because the intern hasn't had his coffee. Some people occasionally joke that maybe StarCraft will get an update whenever the lockpicking lawyer shows up.
The lockpicking liar.
Okay.
Alright, we've got a click out of 2. I think one of my favorite things of was a comment on one of the lockpicking lawyer's videos, where somebody was just like, you know, it would suck to be the child of him. You go storming off to your room angry, lock the door, and a moment later you just hear, all right, everybody, we've got a click out of 2.
God. You're never having privacy in your room. How can you ever, you know what, in peace?
All right, everybody. It seems that my son is going to be getting into his girlfriend's beaver in here, but we're going to go ahead and make sure that they keep it nice and pristine while they're doing that. So let's go ahead and get in through this door here.
I think my favorite video I've ever watched for lockpicking stuff is just one where it's like, I wanted my wife to do lockpicking, so I put a lock on the ice cream.
Yes!
And then she just tears off the bottom of it.
Oh, yeah, that one was great.
I've heard of that, Toshime. Some parents
Ah.
just take the door off the hinges and just take the door.
My mom did that to me.
My mom did that to me, too.
She got really angry one time because I kept playing games instead of doing homework, and so she just like grabbed the hammer, took away the hinges, took away the door.
My stepfather threatened to do something like that at some point. He never actually did it, but he sure as heck threatened to do it. He really hated me. He really hated me closing the door of my room for some reason.
You don't deserve to have privacy. How dare you? In their home? What are you, a person? Blech.
But you don't understand. You could be getting up to private time.
Horrible.
She thought I was doing something even worse. She thought I was playing games. On the computer, even.
How horrible.
Say it isn't so.
Okay, in order to get cold water fish, I apparently need to have a cold water...
In order to get a cold water fish, you need a cold water fish. Excellent.
Grumble.
Grumble, 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 grumble.
There are still a lot of these maps that I have not explored yet, and I have been doing so much in this game.
My Phase 1 developers make a good game, and it's good. What the fuck, in this economy? Not allowed.
How dare you make something good in today's economy?
And alright, what are you, an indie dev? Some H my head. Next you're gonna tell me the game's only like $30 instead of $80.
Blasphemy. Sacrilege.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Sorry, I died internally.
Sounded like it.
You ever get those like sneezes where you just like
If you
wish you could
enjoy
like shake
2
your
Point
whole
Radio,
head
but have always
rapidly
dreamed
like a
of more
dog would?
extreme locales? Well, then
I
today,
can
you're
very
in luck.
confidently say
At the end of
no.
my show, I'll be paragliding from the top of the 2 Point Radio Tower with our very
I've had
own
sneezes
Monty
where
Barnett,
I
live
think
on air.
I narrowed
Am I
down when the
scared?
last sneeze would
yes.
be, and then that
Yes, I
last
am.
one sneaks up
My
on me,
partner
though.
joins us now. Are you scared,
And-
Monty?
You know what else could sneak up behind you?
Oh dear.
Oh
Right.
dear.
Ah.
Pet
Oh, he's
the
so cute.
Raharu.
Tweak.
Ra ra Raharu, Raha Raharu, Ra ra Raharu, Raha Raharu.
It's perfect, Zen. We each have our own little teasing squeaky toys. Except mine just goes ah, like a demonically possessed chicken, but really cute.
Announcement. I do realize that I no longer work in a hospital or a
Well,
campus.
since
I was
no
only
tabletop
No.
and I have to work tomorrow, I am going to go lay down now.
Okay, Meryl. Have a good night.
You too. Have fun with wild traditions later.
Have fun.
But Merle, the cameo.
Wait, what?
Hey,
You
need
thought
to
I
add
brought
butt
you-
cute.
You thought that I was just having you in here for the sake of having you in here? You were gonna cameo tonight.
I was. I did not know this.
You didn't get the memo? Raharu, you didn't send the
No.
memo?
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry.
Midnight and Wild Traditions would be kind of fire.
Oh no, it was gonna be David.
Ooh, even better. But
Oh, another skyscraper to tower.
I was
over.
not prepared. And I am EP puppy.
Fine. Be gone with you. Have a good one.
Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Alright, hello everybody. On my end of things, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to doing some dev tales. So thank you all so much for joining us so far today for 2 Point Museum. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, grabbing packs of cards to stream loot, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or subscribing to us on Streamloots as well as YouTube. But for now, thank you so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Later, everyone.